Okay, so we got the rings hanging above your head, so you're reaching up for them. And then what you're going to do is you give yourself a kick up. You're hanging upside down. Don't hang so your hips are hanging out in front of you. Get your hips straight directly above your shoulders. You can look down to the ground. So there you're in a nice neutral position. And then from there, it's a pendulum effect. So you're going to shoot your legs down that way and shoot your shoulders up like this. Shoot up, pull up. And then when you come back, you pull your knees into your chest and you swing back upside down. Up and upside down. All right. Well, as far as time-wise goes, you just want to pause 1, 2 at the top, 1, 2 at the bottom, 1, 2 at the top, 1, 2 at the bottom. And rep-wise, you aiming about 6 repetitions upwards to 10, because you'll start getting used to this one, yeah? Awesome. Okay, so the shrimp squat, you want a solid environment to hold on to. You're going to pick your back leg up, pull your heel into your butt as much as you can, hinge back. You're using the environment that you hold in as much as you need to, but as little as you can, and up and down. When you're doing it, you're making sure the knee's not falling in like this. Pull that knee out, make sure it's tracking over your foot. You're going to sink back, tap your knee lightly, come back up again. Keep this heel pressed up. All right, so we're going for about 10 reps per leg. So for the pike press, you're going to use your parallettes. Now with the pike press, you want to pay real close attention to getting your hips up and forward. You see how I'm lifting up onto my tippy toes? Then you're forming a tripod. So you want your head going to the front of the tripod, the angle up in the front there. So you're going to come up onto your tippy toes, take your shoulders forward, fight the urge to fall into it, tap the head, press back up, and when you press at the top here, push your shoulders into your ears, finish off the movement. You're aiming for around about that 6 to range of motion, or 6 reps, I should say. Okay, so for the single arm pull-up, we've got the ring here at shoulder level. You're going to sit down and squat down, turn the palm facing out, depress the scapula down, twist up, pull, twisting and looking right into that direction of where you're pulling with your arms. So I'm going to show you a side view here. So down, pull up, twist up into it. So really pull this part down as much as you can. When you get to the bottom range, stretch your shoulder up, turn the palm facing up, retract, pull. So we're going to aim to get like 8 to 10 repetitions. Okay, so we're going to roll up your yoga mat. That's going to give you a significant heel raise. With that significant heel raise, you should be able to squat nice and deep into it. So sit down like an Asian squat, we call this one. Wedge the elbows in the knees, lift your lower back nice and erect, stick your booty out to just above knee level, sink back down. So what I'm going to do is show you a side view of this one so you can see the angle of the lower back. So you see when I'm sitting down, my lower back's nice and erect. I've got my elbows wedged in, sticking the booty out, sinking back down, sticking up, sinking back down. So we want to go for a minimum of 10 reps, but building it all the way up to 20. All right, so for the pseudo press up, what we're going to do is we're going to use a wall to aim to get our head or something to aim towards. So what I've got the wall over here, and I've got this disc over here to aim my head at. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure with my hands how far forward I can go, right? So the further forward we go with the pseudo press up, the more challenging it is. So you've got your parallettes. I've got my legs nice and wide apart. Notice how my wrists are traveling forward. My elbows are keeping forward in my wrists. At no point do I rock back like this. The aim here is to start building it so you're going further and further forward. Push up through those shoulder blades, tuck that pelvis up and under. One thing that a lot of people make the mistake of with this one is they push their hips up like this. So you want to scoop that pelvis up and under, lock it in, down, forward, press, stay forward, keep those pelvis up and under, yeah? So with this one, we can start off with around about that sort of 4 to 6 rep range and then building it up towards 10 reps, yeah? Put your 2 chairs together so you're forming an area that you can lean over and get your shoulders in front of the 2 chairs. You're going to start off with a Y pull first. So you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together and you're lifting your arms up into a Y position. Hold it, 1, 2, 3, and then come down. Remember to set your shoulders back every time. You're going to do 5 to 10 reps. Once you've done that, you're going to row up, squeeze your shoulders together, rotate your thumbs facing upward, pull your shoulder blades together, feel the squeeze of the shoulders, 1, 2, 3, rotate in, reset the shoulders, 2, 2, 3, reset. So you're going to do 5 to 10 of that one. So the sissy squats, we're going to point the toes, scoop the pelvis up and under, hinge back as far back as you can tolerate, and then come up. Remember not to hyperextend the back. You must scoop that pelvis up and under. Keep that scoop over there. So look down toward the ground when you're doing this one. You're going to do 6 to 10 reps. Remember to look down towards your knees.